See, when the first episode of this series dropped, I wasn't sure if I was gonna continue watching the series. But after watching the second episode, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna continue watching this series, because see, the series, it's it's its story elements and everything is bad. I'll be very honest here. The story is pretty cliche and pretty bad. So it was just like, But what I really love is how comedic it is and how cool looking the visuals and everything, and it's just so fun to watch. It's a series that you know that the series has a bad story and everything, but it's still good. It's still good to watch, and it's just fun to watch the series. Like, the story for the series is pretty bad. You already know it. Like, it's a another cliche thing, and a person goes to another world, and it's so cliched, but at the same time it's fun to watch just because of how cool the visuals look. I'm honest here, the visuals are amazing. Like, when you look at the series, the visuals are just amazing. It's it's just amazing. Like, I really love the visuals of the series. And then there is this whole story, like how, like I'm like it's just like the visuals are amazing, and plus the comedic, the inner thoughts of the character. That's what gets me every time. Like, how he's, especially that one scene where he's about to cut his finger, where he's about to put a little cut on his finger, but instead you see a whole blood splash on his their face, and you're like, what the hell just happened there? Like, it's just funny to see that scene. And then the opening scene where he just wakes up, and then and then you know what happens, and then it's funny. Like, it's straight up funny, and it's just like the first episode. Again, I was unsure. Like, yes, it has its fun and giggles, and it had a pretty cool moment at the end, but it still was like, wait, I'm unsure if I'm gonna want to continue watching the series. But yes, I'm gonna continue watching the series. And I'm gonna be very honest here. This cat this series is gonna be fun. Like, it's bad, but it's fun. It's bad, but it's fun. That's all I can say about this series. And another scene that it's just what got me was like, I is the scene where all of a sudden, um where Cheryl all of a sudden climbs on Diablo, and she's like, you choose Ram or me, and I'm like, yo, I know where this shit is going. And it's fun. It's just an amazingly fun series. Also, like, it's just fun, and plus there were cool moments too, where especially the rain burst thing, really cool. The freezing eyes, it just is like amazing. And plus the part where he just puts his hand on the mirror, and he's like, okay, let me check my power levels. And then you see all these dark shadows show up out of nowhere, and be like, whoa, this guy's power level is super high. Like, he knows he's level 150, and he's been grinding. Like, the stuff in this world is pretty much realistic, and people don't grind in this world because they fear to die, because it is obvious that you have a fear to die, so you wouldn't grind in the if this wasn't real. Like, if the games weren't real, it would make sense. And that's the reason why the levels are so low. Instead, Diablo, who's the super strong being, demi-human, who has been who has just been this like this one otaku, is one shutting, who's been grinding his character since the start of, that one friend who will just be invisible in each and every game. That's basically that who Diablo is like the invisible guy in this one game. That's that you can't be super high level on, but your friend is like a level 100, or her level 200, like Warcraft. Like, you just don't know. Like, you'll be at level 1, and your friend will be like around level 100 or something, like some shit like that. That's basically what Diablo reminds me of. So yeah, it's a fun series. I would say, just like, if you're coming in for the story, don't expect much, because I don't see this being a story oriented series. But if you're coming for funs and giggles, and you're coming for like etchy scenes and all the stuff, yes, the series is worth it. Like it's definitely worth it. And yes, there's still one more episode before the 3 episode goal rule comes in. But I would say that the series is definitely worth watching, and it's definitely something you would enjoy if you are into the more light-hearted series tone, or something more of a comedic relief or something like that, or guilty pleasure, something like that. Just like you would enjoy the series a lot. Like me, I love comedic stuff. Like I love Konosuba, and I love High School DD and all the amazing greatness and everything. This kind of reminds me of Konosuba in a lot of ways, and a lot of people have been saying to me that this is a Konosuba X Overlord crossover type of thing. So somebody who's a fan of both the series Konosuba and Overlord, I I think so. This would be fun. This would be a fun series to watch. I wouldn't say so far. I see this being like Konosuba and Isekai Smartphone. If anybody remembers that series, it kind of reminds me of those series. I haven't seen the element of quote unquote overlord where like everybody follows Ainz and everything, and nobody disobeys Ainz. I don't see that. I mean, yes, the character seems like, yeah, he's that one character who's like the thing is like you see the character's mind and thoughts like Ainz's mind and thoughts in the whole lot, but you but at the same time I don't see the thing like you could compare. That's the only thing I see compared to, like how he's changing his personality comparing to the series, like the certain events that are occurring. So yeah, I would say this is a comedic relief overlord, or overlord x Konosuba, something like that, and it's fun. It's fun. That's all I can say. Like the story is bad, but it's fun. It's really fun. So yeah, let me know what you think about this series in general. Let me know what you think about this episode, and I'm gonna continue watching it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna continue watching the series. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode all over, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.